months and it will be not wet.
Hey, Kate, your hair looks good. Did you get a cut or something today?
You're so loud.
Hey.
And you're so self-centered. Put the mic just in front of you. No sharing. There you go. Yeah. I got a haircut. I don't really like the way she cut my hair today. I look like... I don't know. I don't like the cut.
You always like it better like a week later. It's psychological, I think. I think it looks good.
Well, I don't like the color thing. She put highlights on, and I look like a grandma.
Oh, the hippest grandma I know. Kate, you have a 6 streak.
Oh yeah, man.
How did that happen? You got a little oregano right here. No lost.
Almost 2 digits.
What a day to be alive. Let's make it 2 digits tonight. We can do it.
I look like Eve? That's a great compliment.
That is a great compliment.
I don't want to look like literally any other characters in the Binding of Isaac.
Assume that he's referring to the Isaac character and not the, mid-2000s rapper.
Army Elite.
Kitten Faye.
Kitten Fa. Kitten Fa?
I think it's Faye, but it might be Foss. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's coming out of nowhere here.
Dude is melting. Is it because I melted my pizza?
No, I don't think so. I've seen Dude is melting before.
Dude is melting said, I want to be the top donation.
Dun, dun.
Also, any advice on new and interesting ways to tell my new girlfriend, lovely girlfriend, that I find her beautiful? Oh, that's your alley right there.
That's my alley right there. You just gotta be honest about it, man. Just every day she looks cute. You say, hey, you look cute. There you go, no problem. Hey, you looking good today, girl. Or you do things to let them know you care. Let them know you were thinking about them.
You don't. Why do you do that? You look nice. It's like you're like pointing it with the
It's
chin.
because I'm not comfortable saying this stuff that's so vulnerable and emotional. So I gotta do this up nod, which is a universally.
You're the big balls.
It's a signal of masculinity.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that to your girlfriend. It'll be unusual.
Dude is melting. Get her a ice cream.
Hell yeah. So far, so good. Get one for yourself, too. You earned it.
Maybe some donuts.
Okay, I'm liking where this is going so far.
And also, if you have pets, then don't get lilies. But
recommendable, yes.
Know your limit, and within it, get a nice flowers, like a surprise flowers. Oh my god! And then you just play this music. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
My life is brilliant.
Yeah, and then she will know that
she's beautiful.
she is beautiful.
You're gonna need to get like a. You're gonna need to download that song legally on your phone though if you're gonna use it like that.
Is people saying GG because you got the mom's knife,
Yeah.
or is people saying GG because my advice was so good?
Probably a little bit of both.
I'm sorry, I'm next to Ryan, but I'm really hungry.
That's alright. Like,
Stop
honestly,
eating.
this is my favorite way to do the show. I get to play more Isaac. Kate forces me not to be too zany, which is ideal. And I can play a little faster, and there's some good stuff. I enjoy it. Today's daily was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. You beat me on yesterday's daily.
Honey!
You did. I'm not, like...
It wasn't even close.
Well, we both lost, but...
No, I won.
No, you not on. Well, I guess you beat me. If you,
Yeah,
that's
I
what you mean. It was the worst daily that I've had in months for sure. But all credit where credit is due. You did beat me. There's no question about it.
Do you know how lucky it was? I found.
Do you know how lucky I am to have you every day?
I found the super. Don't give. He might think he's smooth, but he's not.
I know you're gonna edit this stuff later anyway.
Edit it so that you just like.
Kate, you are so handsome and beautiful.
Who says handsome to wife?
Sometimes people say handsome.
That's rude.
About ladies. It's not really meant that.
That's
I
rude.
didn't mean it to be rude.
Anyways, can I tell the story?
Yes, please.
So the bomb monster
Yeah.
found a super secret for me.
Okay.
And then in there was the eternal heart. So I carried it down. So I had a red heart container. And so I was able to survive because I had a lychee boy.
Yes, I did too.
So every time I get hit, it would just suck that blood back in. So I would just like survive by half a red heart.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it was intense. And then I died. And mom's the It Lives fight.
Where the heck is the secret room on this one? There's 2 skinny rooms. There can't be like a secret room anywhere. The secret room has to be here. This is the dumbest secret room of all time. I'm so mad.
This man is.
Why would you put a secret room over here?
I cannot believe he did it. Oh wow. Oh wait. Oh.
How'd you like that? Well, I still can't do anything, but you know, there you go. I mean, we still have Mom's knife. I can't really complain over here. 4.5 minutes into the run.
I also am doing 12-hour stream on Saturday.
Yeah, that's 2 days from now.
Some of you, it's gonna be only a day.
That's true. Whoa.
10 a.m. to 10 p.m. PST.
How are the cats today? They're just sleepy. Last night they were annoying, though.
Write down on your calendar.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut into your promo, Kate. 10 a.m. PST to 10 p.m. PST.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I will be there for part of it. I don't know.
Ryan will be there part of it.
I don't know what part of it yet. Well, I gotta see what you're doing, but.
Well, we are definitely doing the sub stream.
Right. Yeah. So there's 2 hours for sure. Can drop in from time to time, as needed. I suppose. Ooh.
Oh no, cannot believe.
Oh my god, my wife is so offended by my actions in the game.
Yeah, I cannot believe you got hit there, man.
Has Ruka done anything funny?
He ate the part of pork.
Yeah, he tried to eat some of that raw pork today. I forgot about that.
Were you about to say no? He hasn't.
No, I was gonna tell you the story, or I was gonna tell them the story I told you, where I think he had like a bad dream or something.
That's a good story.
He was sleeping in my room, and I think he had a bad dream. He woke up like really startled, and then just like stared at my whiteboard, and then tried to like look behind it to see if there was anything hiding back there. And he just repeated that process for like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then he just like passed out, fell asleep again.
Do you think there was like Tomo behind it or something?
Yeah, maybe.
And then he's like, God damn it! How come Tomo gets to be on Ryan's table and I don't?
It's possible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the mind of a cat.
Rika is way too sensitive with love.
Yeah,
That even though I am petting Ruka, if there's Tomo around, if he is within the eyesight, then Ruka would freak out and just like he wouldn't even pay attention that he's getting petted. He's just like, stay away, this is my area. I'm like, dude, you're the one who's getting petted right now. You should just be like, oh yeah, I'm getting petted, instead of like, Tomo, get away.
Like I've been saying it a lot lately. These cats have everything in their lives they could possibly want. It's unbelievable. You know, they have unlimited food, unlimited clean water. Nobody's gonna eat them. Then they try to like kill themselves.
Yeah.
Like eating this raw pork off the ground and like, you know, trying to bite wires and stuff like that. You're like, why would you?
Tomo was doing that.
Tomo, he was bad at it.
Tomo was the wire bitter.
For like first 3 months we had him. Tomo
Was it only 3 months? It felt like a year.
Well, my friend was telling me last night that his cat bit through his Xbox One microphone.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I was like, yep, I know what that's like.
He gets what he deserved, Xbox One. What
Wow.
up with that?
Easy.
Gotta be PS4.
Easy there, fanboy, but still.
I'm fanboy, fangirl.
Fangirl, fanboy.
This guy calls his wife handsome and then now calls boy.
If the women don't find you handy, they should at least find you handsome. That's what I've always said.
That's even weirder.
Someone asked if Kate runs the Ruka Twitter account.
Nah, man. Do you think I have time for that?
But I really like the photoshops. They've been picking their game up.
Yeah.
The photoshops of that like Tomo picture all the time.
Oh.
It's really good.
It really shows Tomo's personality too.
Yeah.
Not Tomo, Ruka's personality.
Yeah, it's actually true. Like Ruka is
so jealous.
He's extremely jealous.
Symbol of jealousy is Ruka in our household.
He's very friendly most of the time.
He's friendly to us, but he is not really friendly to the other people because he's shy.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
You out of your mind?
Why would you go in there? You could only have one heart left.
Yeah.
And but then one champion tier, you did.
Could have gotten 2 spirit hearts from it though.
Less likely than 100% guarantee of losing the full heart. And this man likes meth, he says.
That's true. Well, I mean, I don't think it's less probability, but not by much at least. I calculated it. I thought the risk reward.
Oh. Are you the CIA agent?
What is that?
What is CIA?
No, what are you referencing?
And it's just like, I calculated.
Well, in my head I was like, is this worth the risk? Yeah, I feel like it probably is.
Oh my god, why would you use the Joker card? You only have 2
What if it's 9 lives or Abaddon or the Pact or the Mark or anything like that?
This man.
If we might get a deal with the devil on the next floor anyway.
Gosh, I hate my hair. I look like a freaking old lady.
You do not look like an old lady.
I do look like an old lady.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, my hair looks good. Why was I stressed out about it? I remember what it's like to have haircuts. It hasn't been that long. We'll be back. You always get a haircut. And you go, oh, I don't really like it. And then the next day, I mean, not the next day, but like a week later, you're like, oh, this, looks good.
Did you see the tweets while I was in the hair salon?
You wanted to open like an energy healing clinic.
So the lady, not the lady that cuts my hair.
Yes.
Just a lady who works in the same shop. She was cutting this old lady's hair.
Okay. There's a lot of ladies in the story already.
And then
Larson would love it.
She was asking like, "Hey, I'm selling this thing."
Okay.
That like it's proven that helps to like live longer.
All right, yeah.
And then she said, you know, I'm not really gonna take money from you, but a donation would be nice.
Okay, sure. So she's
selling. So I'm just like,
it.
Okay, so like you're working in a hair salon as a hair, what was it? Dresser?
Yeah, yeah.
And like, isn't that illegal to do your business within like while you're working in hair salon? Like that's like you don't own that shop.
Yeah.
You're just like you're hired as like a full-time or part-time worker there.
Certainly suggests that it's frowned upon at the very least.
And so she brought this like pamphlet. It was like mystery diner shit. She brought like the pamphlet. She's like, okay, just like read this magazine for a second. I'll be back. I will just bring the pamphlet from my car.
Yeah.
And then the old lady is like, oh, okay. Like how long have you been doing this? And then she said, oh, you know, I started like September. And I'm just like, oh my god, like this lady, like I gotta hear what she's selling.
Right.
Because this thing just doesn't sound good. And then she said, so she says 95% of the illness comes from stress.
That is medically false, but she may continue.
So I was like, you know, okay, let's just say yes. Let's just say you are right.
Let's just say some illness is caused by stress.
Let's just
give her the benefit of the doubt.
Let's just say 95% of the illness that you get, that everyone gets, is caused by stress. Let's just say. Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, I'm listening. While I was just like on the next to them, and then so she's like, I know a way to prevent getting stress, which results a longer happy life.
Okay.
And I'm like, by that, I was like, okay, like, how do you know how can you prevent a stress? Like, are you a god? Like, how can you just like, bam, you shall not be stressed out, and then like, bam, you're not stressed out?
I'm glad you asked, Kate. I have a feeling she's got an answer for you.
So, she was telling, like, she wasn't really saying like, bam, here you go, this is my product.
Yeah.
So she says she has a client that she wanted to eat greens, like a lot of greens, so that she will keep herself healthy. But every time when she wants to eat greens, she just gets lazy and she doesn't do it. So she says by, like, how she helped was that she called and then told her that, yes, don't be stressed out. You can do what you need, whatever you need to do. And apparently that's made her.
That's the product.
Yeah. No. That's
the lady calls you and says, "Don't stress out."
I thought that was the product, so I'm just like, what the shit is she talking about? And then, so apparently that worked, and the lady like cooked a green smoothie and a soup, so she actually had the servings of like the greens for that day, so she felt good. Okay. I'm like, what the heck is this story?
She's selling the smoothies.
Yeah. No, she's not selling the smoothies. So I was like, what is she selling? And she said she's gonna open up soon. She's gonna open up a energy healing shop. So what you do in there is that she heals your energy.
Yeah, all right.
But I don't know what, like, how does one heal someone's energy? What are you doing?
I started recording by accident. Is this that key right there starts recording?
No.
Yeah, I think this counts as F5 too.
Yeah, it does. There you go.
All right, we're good. Sorry, I had to.
This guy.
I'm not using this keyboard. I've never seen a G5 key before.
So she's selling. I don't know what she's selling, but her product is that if you eat a lot of greens and don't stress out, you'll live longer and healthier life.
Wow, she's. I mean, she's not wrong. Like the fundamentals are pretty sound.
But how do you sell that though?
Right. Yeah. That's where I take an issue with it.
She's selling happy endings. So,
I really thought she was selling, like, she would call you. You'd be like, I'm too lazy to make a salad. And she'd be like, make a salad. You'd be like, okay.
No,
I'll make a salad.
So the old lady was falling for it. I don't know how, because everything she said was just like, what in the world? But the old lady was falling for it. And she was asking like, oh yes, my husband have been stressing out. And then she's like, does he do yoga? And then she said, he does, but not often.
But by the way, it's like the most like Vancouver answer. Like an old lady is like, yeah, my husband does yoga, but like not that much. How many average 65-year-old men do yoga?
Probably none.
Like 1% maybe.
And then she said, oh, you gotta keep doing the yoga. You gotta do it. That will like lower the stress. You also need to talk to him what's stressing him so that he won't get any stress. Make sure you keep him healthy. Eat like greens. And I'm just like, what the heck is she selling? Like, and then she kept going on and then said, oh, so when your body is stressed out, it emits the lower frequency and that attracts the illness. So you need to like not be stressed out. So I was like, is she selling like a speakerphone or something? Like blast this next to your face or something when you're feeling stressed out.
Welcome to Kate Army Elite.
Rusey, 2 months in a row.
I'm occasionally like alright with this lady until she starts talking about this lower frequency stress causing illness stuff.
I was like, apparently stress causes your body to have like low frequency that apparently attracts the illness. I'm like, okay, I didn't know virus in the air gets like, oh, lower frequency, and then just like walks right in. Like,
really makes the viruses sound like assholes, right? They're like, go get that guy, he's stressed out.
Also, you know, why would your body want to get suffered when you're stressed out? Won't your body be not stressed out? So maybe it will not, like if it has to do something, it will do the opposite of not attract the sickness. It was, I don't know, it was, I was so confused by the talk that they were having. I was so thankful that she was not talking to me though, because
yeah.
Welcome to Kate Army.
DWSE Cho. What, Echo?
I said DWS Echo, but
It's oh, I see. DWS Echo. Thank you for joining Get Up Elite. Get Up roll out 7 months in a row.
let me give you my perception on this, which is it might strike you as surprisingly kind for the way that I oftentimes react to stuff like this. I think that most people would probably agree that stress is bad for you.
Of course.
If she's able to provide a service that makes people perceive that they're less stressed out, and
like a counseling.
Well, just whatever. If whatever she's doing, if she's grating
Sucking
carrots
a
on them
dick
or
or something.
whatever she's doing within the realm of legality, at least, then I'm all for it. But it does sound a little silly.
It was so bad, but the old lady was falling for it. I felt so bad.
Old ladies and old men, to be fair.
Yeah, they're all trying to seek for the one quick answer
Yeah.
to live long and healthy. I'm just like, is it really that hard for you to eat healthy? Do minimum exercise. I'm not telling you to go out on a marathon. Like, just do the minimum exercise and, you know, live, really.
Blast the speaker next to you.
Yeah. You don't be a dick to other people, then you'll be happy.
Ah!
So I cannot believe the lady was just all talking shit. I was, what's wrong with people?
Yeah, it's possible the lady was just being polite, but who knows?
Eating healthy is not super expensive as
It-
you might think.
It can be.
It can be if you're a little bit too overly on that topic.
I don't know.
guess.
I think below like a certain level of income or wealth, it just is cheaper to like. I mean, from a strictly like calorie basis, a bag of Doritos is like $3, and it's like a day's worth of calories. Whereas, you know, what does $3 get you in like bananas? It's like 6 bananas.
Yeah, it's bananas.
Yeah, 6 bananas is not enough to keep you full all day. I'm not saying you should be eating the Doritos. I'm just saying, like, I empathize with healthy eating probably being more expensive. Like, fresh produce is expensive. But you can eat, like, just rice and beans and stuff like that. And then, you know, get all the nutrients you need and eat, like, you know, 50 cents a meal or something.
I think just eating balanced diet, meaning, you know, don't eat Big Mac every day. That itself will do a lot. And drink maybe like once a week or something, not every day.
Yeah. Where
Buy
do you live?
26 bananas then.
Where do you live that bananas are 6 for $3? That's super cheap. Bananas, they're cheap produce.
6 bunch or 6 bananas?
Like a bunch of 6. A bunch consisting of 6 individual bananas.
Oh my god.
How much does a bunch of bananas cost?
Well, you don't really do with the bunch, you do with the weight.
Well, yeah, but I know, I do with the bunch.
I know!
Deep in your heart. No, but whenever I look at it, I'm like, how many bananas do I want to eat in the next few days? Usually the answer would be like, you know, 4 or 5. And then I pick a bunch that looks appropriate. I don't hold it in my hands and go, how much do these bananas weigh?
There is a weight that
I know they're priced by weight, of course, but how much are 6 bananas?
Here?
Yeah. If you were to buy like
$3?
Yeah, that's what. Oh, they tricked me into using that. That's what I was thinking. Like $3 doesn't seem that unreasonable. 50 cents a nan.
Banana here in the Netherlands costs like 25 cents. All banana or a bunch or
Probably
what?
all banana, I'd imagine.
All banana. That's expensive, isn't it? All banana?
A banana for 25 cents?
Yeah.
I don't think so. You just said 6 bananas were $3.
Yeah, but
That's half the price of
that's,
25 cents is half the price then.
that's a deal then. That's a deal.
I'm not gonna fight Rush. Probably.
Oh, look at that. Deals with devil within the deals with devil.
It'd be sweet if the second deal gave you different items. He has no idea what the banana economy is.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Kodos! Raise your cape, Ender. Kodo said, you and NL have provided me with so many hours of entertainment here in Australia. Can't catch the streamed live often, so just wanted to say thanks and give something back.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you very much. I want to say you and NL have provided me with a lot of bananas.
It works for me.
That would have been good. My hairdresser, she's from Australia. If that's you know, relates.
Yeah. I take that donation as tacit approval of my Australian accent not being offensive to actual Australians.
Is it? Shrimp and a bobby.
That's okay. Well, I can do it.
What do you mean you can do it?
You know,
everyone can do it.
I guess everyone can do it. Sure, why not? Have a good time.
Why don't you try it?
I turn a shrimp onto Barbie.
That's.
You gotta talk like this.
What happened? We should never move to Australia. Yeah, my husband's voice is gonna get crushed.
How much are bananas down there?
You're gonna eat their bananas down there?
I'm gonna eat. You need your potassium, you know.
It sounds more like a pirate to me.
Arr,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. It's an Australian pirate. We call them the
Is there
first
actually
matey.
Australian pirate?
Arr, of course. Surrounded by the two of the 7 seas, of course.
7 seas?
The 7 seas. The first sea is cantaloupe.
What?
The second sea is cardamom.
What is that?
It's my recipe for cardamom cantaloupes. Cardamom crusted cantaloupes.
What are you
served in a crystal decanter.
I have no idea what my husband is talking about right now.
Oh, did you see that bullshit?
God.
That was bullshit.
Welcome to Kate Army.
Imones. 4 months in a row. Get me roll out. Thank you very much for continued support. Of course there's Australian pirates. Really?
Yeah, girl. Australia is surrounded by water.
Not 7 seas though.
No, it's, there's like the Indian Ocean's pretty close, and then there's the Southern Ocean, and there you go. There's 2 oceans right there.
Get the battery charge.
It's not that necessary. It's not immediately necessary. It may at some point, though.
Ryan has lost his mind. I thought I had no idea what you're talking about. Was it from like a movie?
No, the joke went, okay, here's the breakdown, the post-mortem of this dead joke. The 7 seas it's an expression.
Yeah.
Okay. So, pirates always talk about the 7 seas.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said the 7 seas, what are they?
Yeah.
And then I figured, hey, let's deliberately misinterpret that. And I'll say the first sea is cantaloupe.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Well, it's a misinterpretation. Sometimes that can be mined for humor. And then I said the second sea was cardamom, and you said, what the heck is that? And then I said, it's my recipe for cantaloupe crusted cardamom in a crystal decanter.
Yeah, I had no idea what you're talking about. I still don't either.
It's the post-mortem has failed me.
I told you you're too going crazy.
Girl, this run is totally fine. If I had 6 lives, I'd be skydiving like every weekend.
How about 6 C's?
Oh
my god.
6 C's.
I did that. Oh.
That was pretty bad. I'm gonna stop doing that voice though, because it's making my throat hurt a little bit.
Yeah. That's why I said we should not become Australian.
Well, as soon as you move to Australia, you don't have to adopt that accent. It just insidiously becomes your voice after a certain amount of time.
Insidious dungeon. What was that? Insidious monsters. I forgot what Wayne says.
Remember, confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, that's it. That's it. The joke is lost. In Quebec, you give 10% of your dick for 6 bunch of bananas.
Bananas are literally like... Oh. Money,
Oh no, I wonder if actually the person forgot to put the message there.
The medium is the message. Marshall McLuhan.
Last dinosaur, thank you very much.
Thank you.
$5 and says no message. So I don't.
Wait.
I don't know.
They
could be talking about the bananas.
They could. Bananas are one of those fruits where I've never actually been surprised at the price. I think every time they ring them up at the grocery store, I'm like, yeah, it's banana price.
Ring it up.
If 6 bananas were $2, I'd be like, yeah, banana price.
Have you had the monkey bananas?
What is a monkey banana cake? Monkeys like bananas.
If you go to, I think, India?
No, I've never had a monkey's banana then. I've never been to India.
Yeah, but then they might actually sell it outside here. So they just, they're tiny, a lot smaller than human bananas.
Okay.
And monkeys eat them, and they're a lot sweeter. It was alright.
You had one?
I had one.
Yeah, how was it?
I don't think I went to India though. I think I went to China, and that they were selling that. I had no idea what they were selling. It's so weird when we were going. I don't know where we were going because I was so young that I just vaguely remember parts of it. But I remember on the road there were a lot of snakes. Like it wasn't just like a snake on the side and a snake on the other side. It was actually the road was packed with snakes.
Okay, yeah.
And then the bus was just driving on them.
That sucks.
I was so
That's
confused.
Horrifying, yeah.
I was so confused. I was asking like, why are there so many snakes? Like so many snakes that you couldn't attack. Like you couldn't walk on the road because there were so many snakes. And then the guide, he was telling us that it's the mating season, so they're all out mating. But it was just there was no road. It was just snakes. It was so weird.
That's pretty wild.
That was really wild. And then within it, there were vendors, I guess on the side of the road.
Selling anti-venom.
No, they were selling fake snake skin.
Why would you sell fake snake skin?
Well, they were selling it fake. They said it's real.
Well, there's so much real snake skin around them.
I know. Oh no, it was alligator. It was alligator.
Oh, okay. See, that's what you gotta do. You gotta sell the alligator skin when you're surrounded by snakes.
It was, and then many people bought it. It was like, oh, so cheap, alligator skins. Oh, so cheap. And then it rained, and it all like supposedly the skin, the hide of the alligator, it just all like got distorted, and everyone's like, oh, it's paper.
Yeah, alligators notoriously bad at dealing with the water, I think is the take-home message there.
People bought a whole bunch of paper that looked like alligator skin. I don't know what they were gonna do with it anyway. What were you gonna do with it? You're gonna make it into a bag and then just like, I made this bag with the alligator skin?
I don't know, that's like when I was in Iceland. We were at this like tourist spot next to one of the waterfalls. You can just buy like a wolf pelt.
What?
And well, it was like not a whole pelt, but like a piece of wolf, basically. And there
How is that okay?
Nobody bought them because they were like $500 or $600, but there were some people that were like, maybe I should get one.
Those people needs to get their mind checked.
I was like, ethically, I don't know, but also just like practically, what am I gonna do with like a wolf pelt?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come home with.
You're gonna put it on the floor and just like.
The fucking wolf pelt.
Yeah, wolf pelt carpet. Also, I don't want that. That's gross. Not gross in a sense like gross. It's just they might have just killed innocent wolf. This man. They might just kill the nice wolf for that.
You know, I'm with you, but I also kind of think, you know, it's Iceland. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, it's nature will fucking kill you there. Nature will not give a shit. So I was more like, hey, you know,
God.
If it's your way of life, then do what you gotta do. But I'm not buying a wolf pelt probably at any price, but definitely not at $600. It's also not the 1700s, so
yeah, I don't,
it's not like I can take it back to Canada and be like, check it out, Icelandic wolf pelt.
I don't know if Canada will be able to let you get it.
I think they'd let me in.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't like it was a carcass. It was just like the fur from the wolf.
I don't think that works.
No.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it was just, I don't know, even when I was super young. Oh god, no.
Girl, I have 5 lives. She's too sensitive.
Even when I was young, I just had no idea why someone would want to buy like a real alligator skin. Were you just gonna like make it into a bag?
It's just, you know, it's a weird souvenir. People think it's exotic.
Yeah, what, you're gonna like put it on the wall and just like,
Well, you know, they'll just put it in their drawer and be like, check it out, alligator skin from India.
It was not in India. It was China.
Yeah, China. So this is a very Ryan-y story. We went to with my class. I went to a place called Upper Canada Village,
Yeah.
which people in Ontario might be aware of. If you're familiar with the concept of a pioneer village, it's basically the same. People there are employees who act like they're in the year like 1880.
Okay.
And then you go into a place and they're like, "We are."
Is that a
good."
law?
It's not a law. It's just a business.
Okay.
And they'll be like, "Good day, partner. Welcome to my mill. Here at the mill, we make bread, or you know, wheat, basically, grain. What do mills make? Let's be honest. I don't work in primary industry." And people were buying like all sorts of souvenirs and stuff. I bought a souvenir. You know what I bought?
Flour?
I bought a loaf of bread.
Why would you buy that as a souvenir, man?
It was delicious. It was like $1.50.
Oh my god.
They baked it there, and I ate it on the bus on the way home.
That is not a souvenir then.
That
Souvenir is for a gift.
Well, I still remember it. Ask these other fuckers about their, you know, commemorative spoons. Bet they don't even have them anymore.
You could have just bought like.
That bread is still a part of me.
I guess it did. It did become part of yourself, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
It's a little insane. That room.
That's more of a Malf story. No, if it was a Malf story, he would have deliberately.
He would have bought 10 packs.
He would have deliberately hidden in the bushes so he could live in the Pioneer Village for the rest
Oh
of
my
his
god.
life.
Why did you go there?
This room?
No.
Oh, it's Upper Canada Village?
Yeah.
You know, it's like an easy field trip.
Oh, it was like when you were 5 or something?
Yeah. Well, no, I was like 13. It was in like 7th grade, I guess, so I would have been like 12, 13.
Man, that's so boring.
Whoa. Hey, today for your field trip, let's just all get drunk.
No.
Guys, I don't want to be a boring teacher.
We went to a chocolate factory.
I went to a chocolate factory on a field trip once.
Yeah? What did you get?
Probably nothing. I'm not a huge chocolate guy, so we stayed overnight in a
What?
not at the chocolate factory. I know that was making your dreams come true there. We stayed overnight at a turn of the century military fort. We slept in the barracks. That was a fun field trip.
That sounds horrible.
It was a bonding experience.
With ghosts?
What do you mean with ghosts? I didn't go on a field trip with ghosts.
Yeah, but sounds like that's where the ghosts would be.
I mean, if there was any place that I've ever slept in that would be haunted, that'd probably be up there.
Yeah,
but
that sounds very haunted.
I did the same thing. Old Fort William in Thunder Bay. Hell yeah, dude. Fort William represent.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
stay in Fort William, though. I stayed in Fort Henry, so... It's just... I guess they're all named after, like, English royalty or something.
Oh.
Girl, I have 5 lives.
Yeah, but if you get hit once, it's like you're dead. And you can just die 5 times easy. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. That's weird as field trip. Yeah, that is very weird. We had a night over at Science World.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was alright. But definitely that is not a place that things will be haunted. Because Science World is where the dream comes true.
I mean, it was built in, like, 1986 or something, so... You know, it doesn't even have time for there to be many ghosts.
That's true. Bam!